What up, and welcome back everybody to the video. As you can see, the engine's back in. As you also saw in the last video, we put it in, but now it's all buttoned up. It has already been fired up once. Everything seems to be good, not leak. So with that thing in and ready to run and ready to go to the dyno, we still need to button everything else up. And for this coming season, we are changing out the rear end of the car. So that's the next part. As you all heard, I had the S14 subframe. I have the new drive shaft need to build to put in. But before we can build that thing, I need to put in the new rear end. So here we have it. We have an S14 rear subframe, and we are gonna be putting Wisefab on this. Thanks to the guys at Pony Drift, we got an S14 Wisefab kit to fit up to a S14 rear subframe, and then we have GK Tech adapters, or you can call adapter bushings, to fit up an S14 subframe to an R32 or S13. It's the same setup in the rear. What we've been running for the last long while was an R32 subframe with S13 or R32 arms. It's the same thing. So I'm really looking forward to stepping it up. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. See how this stuff feels with Wisefab. The reason we went with reason I went with Wisefab is because a lot of people run it. So the amount of spares that's available around both here in Denmark and around Scandinavia and Europe is a lot more than running another kit. I was looking at a kit from Canada, but again, not everybody runs it. So a lot of people run this, a lot of people stock it. So getting spare parts is easy. If we crash or destroy something, or when we destroy something. And the diff is already here for it. We have it up here, got it back last Monday, so about a week ago. 350C diff with new bearings in it and new seals in it. Painted up the rear housing, put that in. It's all welded up. It's a 3.5. I wanted to go to a 3.7 ratio, but fitting up that final drive did not fit. So we went and just kept it 3.5 and then see how it goes. We can always put a 3.7 or 3.9 final drive in it if we want to. Or go quick change if we want to go crazy. But that's almost ready. I did a boo-boo. I messed up a little bit. I already had a diff that was taken apart, and I thought I could use the output axles, or the output axles for the diff. But the stop shafts, that's what they're called. But unfortunately, that other diff I had was an open diff, and this is a viscous LSD, and they are not the same. And I didn't have it for this one. So I had to order up a third diff to get the freaking stub axles. But so that's on this way. So when that gets here, I can put those in that one, and then put that diff on the subframe and put it all in the car. Maybe just put the diff on and then put it in the car and then put the stop shaft and axles in later on. Need to measure up so I can measure up for the drive shaft. But this is where we're at the moment. Engine's in, that's going good. It doesn't leak. Just need to fill up with the last fluid stuff for the brakes and the clutch, but I'm gonna do that all in one. So now it's to finish up the rear subframe, do all that stuff, put that in, put the brakes on, make the drive shaft so I can get over and get that finished up in Fyn. So that's the next bit. So that's, and also the kind of bit that needs to be done soon, so because I need to wait on it before it gets back here. And a friend of mine actually wanted the last part of the 350C prop shaft that I have, so it doesn't go to waste. That's good. Like when things don't go to waste. So I need to cut that up so they can get the other half of it. But yeah, I guess it's just time to get stuck back in it and get dirty and get this thing built up. So, time lapse, here we come.
Yeah.
So, the subframe's in. As you can see, it's away from the floor where we've been doing the construction of it, or putting it all together. Unfortunately, I didn't film the last bit of it all. I filmed with putting the wise fab on, and then you need to take everything apart, and then you just need to reassemble everything and take it apart again. It's only quite a bit of mess. The problem with doing a mismatch of parts is that not all the ways everything lines up and is plug and play. So, with that, the problem was I had a 350C diff from a manual. Unfortunately, without stop shafts. So the diff I had rebuilt, the second diff I got that I had rebuilt with bearings and stuff, I got that diff without stop shaft, because it had a Nismo rear cover. So I thought, well, I have the shafts, so I'll just use those. Well, I quickly found out that 350C manual with viscous LSD in it and the open diff that's in another 350C are not the same stop shafts. And I had the stop shaft for the open diff. So I need to get myself a third diff. Order one up, they didn't want to ship it, so got my money returned. So I need to find the stop shaft. A little bit later I found those, and I got them home and I got them in, and that was another pain, and they wouldn't fit up, so I need to order up some new clips, C-clips for retainer clips for the stop shaft. I need to get those home from everything from America, of course. So things just started taking time, getting all the last bits in. But with that in, I tried to fit up my hubs. The hubs didn't fit. Apparently 370Z hubs does not fit an S14 rear knuckle. So I needed to get adapters. Luckily for me, a friend of mine already done the swap before, so he had an idea of how to get them. But let me show you all where we ended up. So I put it in, everything's in up, and everything fits up. So we have it. An S14 subframe with S14 wisefab, with a 350C diff, with 370C axles, with 370C hubs, Skyline brakes, and Skyline coilovers. So yeah, it's a bit of a mismatch of Nissan parts, but it fits now. That's cool. But the thing we had to do, well, I had to do, was to get the hubs to fit up. Was, you can maybe just see them from the side. You can see these CNC adapters. My buddy at the Overboost Drift team here in Denmark as well, he runs 370C axles in his S14. He did run a 370C diff, a 350C diff at some point, but he runs a quick change now. But he had still running these adapters. He had custom made to space out the wheel 20mm for the axles to fit, and then adapt the hub pattern to allow for the 370C hubs. The knuckle pattern to allow for those hubs. So I'll now run those axles, which is really awesome, as they are quite a bit beefier than the S14 or 350C axles, as they are 32 splines, like a GTR. So yeah, all that is on. Now I just need to do up the last bit of the brake line stuff. I think I'm pretty much done on that part. As you can see, I made all new brake lines for it. And attach them so they're easy to take off if I need to get the subframe off. Hopefully. I hopefully don't need to take it off, but hopefully easy to get off at that point. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. You've seen the start of this video and doing the time lapses where I've been filling up this 14 stuff, wisefab stuff. Thought it's been a bit since I made the video, but getting parts in from overseas just takes a nightmare of time, and I have been a little bit under the weather as well. So, but hey, now we got it in. Now I just need to build the drive shaft. That's the next part. But I'm gonna call it for this video, so I can actually do it and make it for you, and start making the other one, as we have some little things hiding under the cover that just got in this morning. Settled on some wheels for it. I'm gonna run the same wheels on my daily BMW. But all in the next one. So hope to see you all soon out driving. We hopefully have the first event of the 18th of May. But yeah, see you all next time.